Welcome everyone, and today on Magnetic Women Monday, we dive into the incredible journey of Suchita Sanjay, a woman who went from being professionally extremely successful to becoming a value driven leader, transforming lives across the globe. Through her story, we will see every step how she moved from achievement on paper to creating a real life impact. So, welcome to the show, Suchita. I'm so glad that you are here.
Thank you so much, Ankita. It's truly a pleasure to be here, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity.
You're most welcome. So, let's begin. I want to know so much about you, but I want to start from the very, very beginning. As I see with your profile, you truly value impact in the world. So, I want to just know where you are coming from and what lead to the journey where you are right now here, impacting so many lives.
I started my journey only 5 years ago. Before that, I was into business, and I'm still a partner in an accounting firm. So, 5 years ago, I have to share this story. I met one of the friends from school, and I had not met her for a very long time. And she just said, Suchita, I wanted to meet you. I thought about you last month, and I'm here meeting you today. So, I was just asking her, why did you think of me? And she said, way back when I was joined your school, I did not know how to speak in English. So you stood by me, you filled me with confidence, and you were there to teach me so many things. So that was the first point which led me to think, what am I doing with my life? So I had this feeling that as a 10-year-old, if I can be empathetic and if I can help somebody and impact somebody, so what am I actually doing with my life is what I had to put as a question mark to myself. Well, this itself first gave me a realization. I have been an empath all along, and I did not recognize it. And the second thing is, the part of it where you reach a certain point in your life and you start thinking, how can I provide value to people? How can I help them to be better? How can I, help them to lead better lives so this world can be a better place to live in? And the third one is, it did require a lot of courage for me to take this step at that particular point of time where I was in my late 40s.
Wow. Okay. So that really means there was a realization that I want to change because of that one call, or was there something going on in your mind? Maybe you might be watching people's video, or maybe you might be living with the people around you, and they might be doing some impact in life. So that was there going on, but that call from your friend might have triggered. Is that something like that happened?
Yes, absolutely. What happens is when we are on a progressive journey, we try to listen to what is very inspiring.
Hmm.
And at the same time, my mind is always working on how can we help others in the same direction. So, in fact, after I met this friend also, I was like kind of searching for what I can study. Where will I study? First of all, I was from commerce background. I had no psychology background.
Right.
So I had to search the net who will accept me. And I come from a little old school thinking, okay, I come from those ages. I stuck to the thought that nobody will encourage me because I don't have a psychology background. And studying psychology for 5 years in my late 40s again would drag me to the 50s, where I would have spent a lot of time in studying.
Right.
So
Right.
the day that this happened, I was on search, and also there was I used to constantly watch certain things, and there was a particular night where I was really, it was a real deep soul calling moment. So that day it so happened that I realized that whomever I had seen as a person, the moment I saw her, I felt, hope this person is not struggling with cancer, because I see a lot of suppression in the face. So my empathy quotient again played a lot over there. And I also got to realize that the person is really struggling with first stage cancer. So at that point of time, I was really very you know, I was really very emotional because I knew I had this, but I did not have a path. So I had to ask my higher masters to show me a path. And that day, I was looking for what I should study. And normally, I would never click on my teacher's face. I was trained under Marisa Peer. So that day, just I was scrolling, it became a click by chance. So that led me to realize, okay, this is exactly what I wanted to do. And they did not require any psychology degree, but they wanted the empathy quotient to be good. So yes, I completed my studies under the School of Rapid Transformational Therapy, and I have qualified now as a clinical hypnotherapist. It's been 5 years since I started this journey, and I'm really very happy and grateful to the universe for having led me into this direction, because I've been able to impact 400 lives on a one on one session from 13 different countries.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. So, if we just break it down, everything, so you had a good profession before, and then you had a realization that even though I have a good profession, I want to bring in a good impact, because the part of me always say that I am very empathetic towards the people and I understand them. I can put myself in the shoes of the people who is struggling or maybe going through a lot of things. So that's when you decided that, okay, this is not enough. You have to put a part, a higher purpose on the top of it, to make it a complete human being. So how do you feel right now after going through this journey of becoming version 1 to version 2? But then at the same time you were going through the process of convincing your subconscious mind that, okay, to become your version 2 you have to take some or the other path, that you have to complete your certification or you have to go through this process. Unless and until you have a teacher within you, you cannot grow in your life. So after going through all that process, what was your talk with your brain, at those moment when you were going through the journey from version 1 to version 2? I just want to know, like, what was in your mind every single day, how you used to convince yourself. And sometime you might be like, it's not very easy. I totally understand that. You just suddenly decide that I am in accounting background and I am like really successful here, but then just one call or few things in our life, sometimes we become impulsive, but at the same time there are few moments when we feel like, why, why should I do this? It's okay, it's not meant for me. But then at those moments, how do you build up your confidence, and then how do you talk to yourself on those moments?
One thing is, there was big self doubt backing me, because I did not, first of all, come from my psychology background, so that was also troubling me. And nobody from my family backgrounds or anybody from my families had done anything like this. So I was not familiar.
Right.
So all I started telling myself is, I have to start this making this familiar.
Hmm. Okay. So
So that,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
So it was a new profession, completely different, and it required a lot of consistency and discipline.
Okay.
Apart from that, I had to fight the self doubt also. So the self doubt was something that was major, because I was not from this background. So I was really doubting whether I'll be able to do it or not do it.
So what was your
So
talk to yourself at that moment when you had that self doubt? How did you encourage yourself?
the only thing that I told myself was, remember, your purpose is greater than your limitation.
Oh wow, okay. So you just focused on your goal instead of thinking of that small fears that was coming to you on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's what I gave myself as a lesson. I learned it from one of my coaches, and she said, no, if you want to get somewhere, you have to first assess whether your purpose is greater than your limitations. So I had a lot of limitations. I used to refuse going on, social media or talking like this on podcasts and things like that. So I had to break those barriers and start stepping out, because of course my purpose is to impact many lives, so that they can be better and this world also can be a better place to live in.
Okay. So then now after your version 1, you transformed, you went through a journey. Was there like any situation where you actually felt that this is make or break moment? I just want to change. Like, this is the moment when you told to your family that this is it. I am going to take this journey forward in my life and I'm not going to look back. How your family and the environment was supportive, or you had to go through all the process of, struggle, and then with the family you have to make them understand, or you like stood up for yourself that no matter what people will be saying or what they are thinking about me, I'm going to take a major step and I'm going to work toward my goal. Was there any moment for you? Any
Not,
happened?
not really. I am in deep gratitude that my family has stood like strong pillars,
Okay.
and they have encouraged me in whatever I have done so far.
Wow. Okay.
So that way I had no struggle at all. However, I would like to tell, there was a point in my life, it was 2011, and I was partially bedridden for some time because of some back issues. And the first 3 months, I used to curse myself, why me? And the next 3 months was all about a journey to think about, how can I heal my body? And what are the right messages that I have to pass to my body? And I started studying about why certain things happen to us. So during that process, I did study a series of Brian Weiss books about regression, hypnotherapy, and things like that. And I was also learning about what are the right messages that we need to pass our body. So that is when I realized that it's very powerful. Our mind is very powerful. So even when the day of the surgery came, the doctors said that they would not guarantee complete cure. They said either I may be partially bedridden or I may lose some of the nervous controls, is what they had told. But then I was very very confident that um, you know I'll be okay. So they had told me not to bend down, not to do yoga, not to lift anything beyond 5 kgs. But today I'm doing all of it. So that was when I realized the mind is very powerful. Of course, I was very happy that I was okay. But then, yes, in 2018 was the series of things that I shared with you, where, you know, uh, a friend coming to me, talking to me, and then this empathetic quotient that came in. All of these realizations came in 2018. So even at that point of time when I said, yes, I want to take up this as a field, my family was highly supportive. And I must say I'm really grateful and thankful for having such a great family who is very supportive in whatever I do.
So now with that, you are now in your version 2. So I just want to know what your version 2 looks like. What are you doing now? After such a big journey of version 1, the entire journey of transformation, training, and then so many things. But now who you are.
One thing, the version 2 feels very purposeful and resourceful. So it gives me great, soul satisfaction when I see people who suddenly become free from their own prisons. Most of them are stuck, lost. They are struggling with so many mental health issues or mindset issues. So just that feeling that I'm able to make this impact in people's life is very soul satisfying for me. This is the biggest thing that I have as a feeling for myself right now.
Wow. So now you feel complete, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Complete and whole.
So when I started doing this show, that fear of how I'm going to approach different speakers and then whether they would be coming or not. So, though coming out of those fears and then taking the interviews, you grow every single day, every single moment in your journey. But at the end of the day, you feel that you have achieved. It's just not the satisfaction of your bank, but it's a satisfaction inside. That soul feels so satisfied. Even like since few days, I'm not even sleeping properly, but I still feel so fresh. I don't know why. This is something our soul want. They want us to work toward our purpose, toward bringing an impact in the world. And when we work toward it, like I don't think so we need food so much or sleep so much, because we are already satisfied in a way. So send out some message to our audience, whoever is watching, and especially women who's, they are professionally very, very strong, but sometimes we get stuck. There is a level where we reach, and after that, we think that there is nothing beyond this. Or they try doing it, but then still that fear and those things still make us keep at the level where we are right now. So I want you to give some message, some actionable message to the audience, to the women, for them from your journey, that how for being really successful in the profession, you have changed yourself completely and now bringing such an impact in the world. So that there wasn't a lot of struggle, but there was a you know just requirement to understand ourselves. The more we understand ourselves, the more we work toward our purpose. So what message you can give to our audience in relation to that?
One thing is, the narrative we give ourselves plays a very important role.
Okay.
So it's very vital to change our narratives. We have to get rid of the past narratives if we are feeling stuck and lost, and give ourselves the best narratives so that we can propel further. And the second thing is also, like, I always tell people, do not give your life into the hands of fools or foolish things, which will only pull you down in the negative spiral and start aggravating your life in that direction.
Right.
So that is one thing. And the final thing that I would like to say is, do not be afraid to take new steps. Every growth happens when we step out of the comfort zone, and only then things will start changing for the better, and we can live our life to the highest potential. So these are the most important messages I always share with women. And so many of us, yes, many of us in this new age, we are working, but there are so many of them who are not also.
Yes.
So I always nudged people who are homebound or something to keep learning something, acquire new skills every day, so that you feel meaningful, or you are adding meaning to your life.
Yes.
So constant learning is something that I would definitely like to pass as a message to women. And yes, every master was once a disaster. So it's important to also recognize that yes, it's okay to be a disaster now, but later I'll be a master.
Yeah.
So to not to be scared of taking those, embracing the new and accepting the new. So it is all about embracing your own self unapologetically. So I would like to tell all the women, please embrace yourself for who you are.
Wow. Thank you so much, Suchita, for your message. And I totally know that our audience really wanted the story like this. And these powerful messages you just gave us, it's going to be a turning point for so many of our audience. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much, Ankita. It was really a pleasure to be on Magnetic Women Monday. And I wish many more women to come here and share their stories, so that they can even spread their light to the world through you. And I wish Magnetic Women Monday reaches greater heights in the years to come.
Thank you so much, Suchita, for all the blessings.
Suchita's journey proves that real success isn't about titles. It's about turning your potential into value, impact, and purpose. If her story inspired you, reflect on this. How can you transform your professional success into a real impact? Thank you for watching and being a part of Magnetic Women Monday. And don't miss next Monday, we will be bringing another powerful story of magnetic women who are creating a real impact in this world. I am Ankita Pandey. Stay magnetic and keep creating impact. And I will see you next week.